A few days after my last message, Mandy hugged me while we slept. She apologized, saying it was childish to take things to the extreme. I wanted to ask her stance on moving my mother-in-law to her house, but I held back and postponed the discussion for later. I didn't want to ruin the moment, you know? She asked me for a night out. I was happy that she tried to improve the relationship. But boy, was I wrong. It was a trap. During a perfect and welcoming dinner, she dropped a bomb. Her mother had sold her house and now she would live permanently with us. I got angry. She whispered for me to calm down because others were looking at us. I felt trapped. How could she be calm? I mean, how could she decide this without consulting me? It was neither a request nor a discussion, but rather information presented to me as a fact. I didn't want to finish dinner and left in a rage. She followed me to the car. She insisted on talking. I refused to listen to her. She shouted that she planned the dinner so that we could discuss this issue outside the home because her mother would be at home. I knew I would get angry, and I didn't want her mom to see us like that, so I screamed. Exactly, that's my point. This is going to happen if she lives with us. We cannot have privacy. You want us to spend every night outside for the rest of our lives because we cannot have the house to ourselves. She murmured that we would have our room for our time. I asked her why she didn't give me this news in the room. Then she said I would survive and her mother would feel bad. I felt like I was talking to a wall. I asked her to go home alone because she needed space. She refused to get out of the car, so I got out all at once. I took a cab and went to a local bar. I called my colleague, told him about my miserable life, and got drunk. When I came home, I saw Mandy sitting with her mother in her room. I went to bed and fell asleep. My colleague suggested that I have a rational conversation with Mandy. I didn't want to, but I still tried. I asked her why her mother sold the house and what her plan for the future was. First, she began to cry, saying, "You treated me so roughly. Last night you ran out of the restaurant and everyone was looking at me. It was so embarrassing." Then I had to drive home alone and explain the whole situation to Mom.